Could you elaborate on the development of Samayacara in the context of the early phases of the Sri Vidya tradition?
Sri Lakshmidharacharya, in his commentary to the 27th verse of Saundarya Lahari, says, Ye ye samayino yogishvara jivan muktaha samsara yatram anuvartamanaha sadakya tattvam anuchintayantah atmaikya pravanaha vartante samaya prakaro nirupitah. The great yogishwaras who, even while continuing their journey in this worldly life, remain immersed in the contemplation of the Sadakya Tattva, with their sole focus being on Atmaikya Bhavana, the realization of the self as one with the Supreme. And they get liberated while still living. They become Jivan Muktas. This is the nature of Purva Samayachara and how it is delineated. Sahamaya vartate iti samayah, which means that the Divine Mother in the form of Kundalini Shakti remains with me within my body at all time. So this Purva Samayachara is the worship of Sri Mahatripura Sundari as Kundalini Shakti. What is known as Mahayoga Samayi Saparya is the internal worship of Sri Chakra without external rituals as described by Sri Lakshmidharacharya in his commentary on Saundarya Lahari. He extols that this is the Samaya Puja. Samayinam mantrasya purascharanam nasti, japo nasti, bahya homaha api nasti, bahya puja vidhayo na santyeva. Hrit kamalayeva sarvam yavat anushteyam, Daharakashajam nama hridayakashavakashe chakrasya pujanam. Idameva samaya pujetyahu samayinaha. Thus, Sri Lakshmidharacharya defines Samayachara. For Samayins, there is no mantra purascharana, that is the ritual repetition of the mantras, no external puja or homa. The only sadhana is Sri Chakra Puja within the space of the heart, known as Daharakasha, worshipping Sri Mahatripura Sundari as Kundalini Swarupa. There is no worship of any external object or even an image or idol of Sri Chakra. Idameva Samaya Pujetyahu Samayinaha. And this alone is called Samaya Puja by the followers of Samayachara according to Sri Lakshmidharacharya. And this is to be performed both in the Shukla Paksha, that is waxing fortnight, and Krishna Paksha or waning fortnight, except on Amavasya, that is new moon. That is what is referred to as the way of Samaya veneration, Samaya Puja. Samaya Pujetyahu Samayinaha. Therefore, Samayins are free from the efforts and difficulties involved in external puja, the associated rituals, and the gathering of materials required for it. Bahya pujanam tat kriya kalapecha tat sambhadanayam klesho nasti samayina. That is, for the followers of Samayachara, there is no hardship in preparing or acquiring materials for external worship and its associated rituals. The other side, that is Charyapada or the external worship, also gradually became integrated into the Sri Vidya system over time. The earlier external worship of Kaula Sadhana, involving the 5 makaras, Madhya, Mamsa, Matsya, Mudra and Maithuna, came to be labeled as Vamachara or the left-hand path and was increasingly regarded as sinful. By this time, Sri Vidya had been fully adopted by the Smartha Brahmanas of South India, who continued their Vaidika Kriyas alongside. As observed by Sri Rameshwara Suri, Sri Vidya was reclaimed from the degenerated path of Vamachara and integrated into the noble fold of the Vaidika Marga. A distinct Kaula Upasana, separate from Srikula traditions and devoid of Panchamakara practices, can be traced in Sri Amritanandanatha's Deepika commentary on Yogini Hridaya. It states that Kaulas are those who integrate 5 sacred elements into their spiritual discipline, what is known as Sri Panchakam. Chakra Devata Guru Vidya Sadhaganam Aikyānusandhanam Kaulikartham Ityartha. That is, Sri Panchakam refers to the essential oneness of these 5. Sri Chakra, Devata, Guru, Mantra, and one's own self. That is, Guru, the guiding force of realization, Mantra, the subtle vibrational power of the Devi, Devata, the divine presence of the Supreme Goddess in Sri Chakra, Chakra, that is Sri Chakra, the sacred mystical diagram representing the cosmos and body, and Atma, one's own self, ultimately realized as non-different from Devi. These 5 are Sri Panchakam, or the hallowed 5. So, as you might have noticed, this is how the meaning of the term Kaula underwent transformation as the system migrated to South India to get shaped as Sri Vidya.